Hello everyone, this is my Magic and Nightblade build video for the Elsewhere patch. It's a high mobility, high burst build. I really like playing this. It's the way Magblade was meant to be played, I think. Anyway, let's start with the gear. I got Bright Throat on the body, 2 Infuse, 5 Impan, all Triglyphs. This is a must. You want to have your stats really high. Necropotence on your front bar. You can also run that other set, Crafted Alphic from elsewhere, but then it's just a little bit less max magicka, and I always have my Shadow Image up as a pet, so it's just a little bit more damage with Necro. And you're trying to min max this build, so run Necro if you have it. I run 1 spell damage to Magicka regen. I'm a Khajiit, so I don't get like good passives for regen. You want the BRP rest on your back bar. It can be a non-perfected version if you don't have the perfected. Make sure it's defending though. On your back bar, you're like trying to survive and buff yourself, so having defending really helps. Um, the weapon damage enchant in the back bar for more damage, or skip is poison for more survivability. I keep going around with those two, so you can pretty much use any. Infused and flame damage in the front bar. I would always use Infused on the front bar. I know Sharpened it's a little bit more burst damage, and Nern it gives you a little bit more damage too. So, but I just prefer Infused. The pressure is higher with the Flame enchant. Let me show you my stats real quick. Let me just stop this swimming class right here. With the pot and everything, you get like 51,000 magic at 30k health and 14k stamina. Very high stats for a Khajiit. Spell damage is not that high. It goes like to 2.1k, but your damage comes from the max magicka. And 45% crit. You're a Khajiit, so you have that passive that gives you 10% crit damage and crit healing. So having like 45% crit, it's really good. Did I finish all the gear? Yeah. For monster helmets, you run Bloodspawn. You can run some other monster helmets. Engine Garden is a very good choice. Valking Scoria, Fire Skeleton, and either Zun. You can also run Zun if you're running Lotus Fan. Let's talk about the abilities real quick. On the back bar, Shade, Race Against Time. If you're Magblade, you probably use Shade already, so it's a must-have ability. Race Against Time gives you everything a Magblade wants. Minor Force increases your crit damage. Major Expedition makes you more mobile and removes snares. We always ask for snare removal on Magblade, so having this just helps a lot. Leeching Strikes, it's the difference on all my Magblade builds. Like I always have Leeching Strike. I need the stamina. I can survive with 0 magic, but I cannot survive with no stam. I roll dodge and block too much because I don't have any shields. That's my way to like I avoid being burst down. I run Cloak instead of Shadow Disguise instead of Dark Cloak. I just like the mobility on this build. I just like being invisible and timing my burst and resetting the fight. It's just like a no shit button. You can just use a healing ward, go back in your shade, and then cloak and get the healing from this ability. If you're dueling people in Stormhaven, just run Dark Cloak. There's no reason to run Shadow with this, guys. Just gonna like make the fight longer with this ability, while you can just get tons of heal with the other. If you wanna run Dark Cloak on this build, you can. I would not use it. I just prefer Shadow with Disguise. I'll show you my other version of this build. And the reason why I run Shadow Disguise is pretty much because of that. Soul Tether, it's an AoE burst healing, and it's an AoE healing damage ability. It stuns everyone, it heals yourself, and deals damage. It's a very good skill to have in your back bar. You can just bar swap cancel this. Front bar, you have Swallow Soul. It's a Magicka Vigor for Nightblade. Lotus Fan, I'll show this ability. This is actually a flag spot. I'll show what else I run over here. Crippling Grasp. Um, with this ability, you can make your target roll dodge. That's pretty much it. You immobilize him, what he's gonna do? He's gonna roll dodge. So every time you hit this ability on your target, you know he's gonna roll dodge. If you're really close to him, get your will proc ready, make him roll dodge and fear him, because he's gonna run out of stamina when he does that, and then you just shoot the will, and that's gonna be a easy combo and high burst. Merciless Resolve, I don't like holding the 5 stacks for the damage mitigation. I just shoot it every time I have it, or I hold for like a burst combo that I'm gonna do it. Fear, I used to run Clench. If you watch my videos, you're gonna see me running Clench a bunch of times. It's just that when they change Fear from 2 to 6 targets, it's just better running it, running this, because it goes through roll dodge or block, and a lot of players just like to hold block right in front of you and roll dodge like retards a bunch of times. So having this really helps. Soul Harvest on the front bar. Major Defile, increase the damage taken, and restores ultimates when you kill a target. It's just very good. If you're playing groups with more than 4 players, I would drop this ability and run Soul Tether on the front bar, and the rest of alter or undo in the back bar. Flag Spot for Lotus Fan. You run Lotus Fan to get close to your target, fear him, and then Assassin Will. But if you don't want to be close to your target, run Impale. It's a very good skill. Like if you watch my videos, you're gonna see that I go back and forth between Lotus Fan, Impale, and Ellie Drain. The damage between Ellie Drain and Lotus Fan are pretty much the same. You compensate the loss of Major Breach with the Minor Vulnerability. The thing is, you get minor magic steal with this. People like to run Debilitate, the other morph, and get the magic steal here, but then I just prefer the immobilizing the enemy and timing his roll dodge. You can control the fight more if you have Crippling Grasp. Impale, it's very good. Having an execute comes in handy. Like sometimes the target is really low health and you want to just to hit him once and kill him. Otherwise he just holds block like a retard and heals himself to full. It's shitty, but it happens. Let's go through something else. Okay, the race, like I said, I'm a Khajiit, I'm a cat. I like this race. I think it fits the class really well. You have like crit damage modifiers on your passive. Where is it? Right here, increase any critical damage when you have an assassination ability slotted, and you have it on your front bar, you have it on your killing bar, you have Merciless Resolve, and you have Soul Harvest. So your crit damage is increased by 10%. You have Khajiit passive, increases your critical damage by 10%. You have Minor Force, increase your critical damage by 10%. So that's just a lot of crit damage when you have like good crit chance. So it's just like bonus over the bonus. My other build that I would like to mention, it's the what is it called? Where is it? It's running Kalurion instead of Necropotence on your front bar. You lose max stats, you lose like 7,000 max magicka, but you compensate with the damage from the Kalurion proc. You time this proc with your cloak. You cloak and then you get out of cloak, timing your proc. There's no chance of proccing. It's just always gonna proc when you crit damage, but it has a cooldown of 10 seconds. It not only deals high damage, it also procs status effects on your target. It has 2 and 4 piece on spell crit, which also helps. Like I said, you're Khajiit, you didn't like have like 50% spell crit with this. It's just really good to have it. Again, 2 Magicka regen, 1 spell damage. So both builds have the same regen. This one has a higher single target burst, while the other is just better stat wise. This build, if you're in a solo or duo, and I would run the other build if you're playing with more than 2 players. Again, you can run pretty much any monster helmet you like here. When I'm running Kalurion, I prefer running either Scorpion or Engine Guardian. I think it's just better than Bloodspawn for solo or duo. Make sure to cloak before you time your Assassin Will proc, so you can Assassin Will with the Kalurion. That's pretty much gonna kill your target if he has like 25,000 health or less than that. Again, you have Infused with Flame Enchant. It's just higher damage. Everyone plays Vampire. I don't know why, but they do. Probably roleplay. It's just a lot of damage. Again, those are the two builds that I like to play. I'll show you the CP allocation. I'm just gonna scroll through everything. You stop where you want and just check the CP. Make sure you have a bunch of points here to Shadow Ward. You block and you roll dodge a lot, so you need points in Shadow Ward and Tumbling. For the Moonless Sun, I run the Mage. I'm a werewolf just for, I don't know, roleplay purposes. I run the Bloody Marrow drink for the 5 piece on Bright Road, 64 points into Magicka. Anyway, you can run pretty much any of those builds. It's sure that you're gonna like it a lot, and you're pretty much like, you're so mobile and you have so much health that you're only gonna be killed if you get Zerg down. Or if you fuck up, I mean, you're gonna get killed if you fuck up on any build, I guess. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, and I'll show you some clips of me playing this build on this video, probably another video, I don't know. Something else that is worth mentioning is that when you're running the Kalurian build, you if you're solo, you should probably run Clench. It's just a better way to time your proc burst, and if you knock your target back, the Kalurian proc and the Assassin will hit together and it's gonna be a huge burst. Right here we have Annie. He's a very bad player from Cyrodiil. Just bow light attack you all the time, and he's being a pain in the ass, chasing you down with some other bugs. So you want to burst Annie down really fast. You just get your will ready, and then you're gonna cloak, just clench, use your assassin will. It's gonna be like pretty much dead if your assassin will crits and your clench too. Bro, what the fuck? No! No!